as a player and as a actual gamer than he is as an athlete. But this isn't looking good right away, as we already got D-Morg knocking out Emad, but Booga is going to get the revenge there. And Emad is down right now, so they're gonna have to make some adjustments, maybe try and get to Emad, at the very least be able to pick up his reboot card. I don't even know if you're gonna have time to reboot your teammate in this, but you got 1 minute and 15 seconds to loot up as much as you possibly can, and it seems like they will be in the safe zone currently. And look at Booga just chucking his teammate over to the side. One of the new mechanics that were added there, and oh my goodness, Christian was just beamed.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. That is Demi, Fiber, Kurt Benkert, and David Morgan. Kurt Benkert and David Morgan competing in the Streamer Bowl. That is the NFLPA champion, Kurt Benkert, pushing on Christian and getting the knock on Christian already right out the gate. The first E-limb goes down to Captain America, being taken out by Kurt Benkert.
That is just shocking, but the fight continues on, though. Kurt's gonna have to play a little bit of defense here and get back. He's going to need his teammate to back him up here. This is a duo that we didn't really talk about all that much, to be frank. And I think that it's partly because, you know, there is some information on him. Obviously, Fiber being a member of Liquid, but, you know, Demisux, he's a content creator, or Demisux is a content creator for, for Built by Gamers, which is also, for me at least, relatively new. I hadn't really heard of them much before this. So clearly, this is going to be a squad to look out for, and Demi is already leading the charge here.
Considering that they went toe-to-toe against one of our picks is quite impressive, and we're taking a look at Demi here, and you're already seeing the smiles, Golden Boy, the good vibes, and that is always important, getting that first engagement and winning, coming out on top. So I mean, I was surprised that Kurt Benkert and David Morgan slipped down in the draft to this position. I mean, Nick 830 and Replays had an opportunity to take them, and they went with your pick, the Glasgow brothers. So already Demi and her crew are looking fantastic, and they're going to take their time. And what's most important, Golden Boy, is their near center. So as you see in that very top right, as Demi has a very, very small map here, but the circle is already moving, and 71 of our competitors are alive, and they already have 3 E-limbs. So that's 6 points already for the squad.
Yeah, players are already dropping off. You can see real small on Demi's screen there. As we jump over to David Morgan now, D-Morg, who also was fun to watch in the qualifiers. They squeaked by the way. They were the team that we thought was going to cleanly make their way into the top 12, but they got 12. At the last moment, they got 12, and they found themselves here in the finals. So it goes to show how stacked that lobby is, even for people like Zach Hyman, the owner of E11, right? Yes, he is a professional athlete, but he's also an owner, maybe one of the only athletes in our competition that is quote unquote signed by an org, and that's because he owns the org. And even they had a hard time getting into this one. I think they came into it like I want to say like 11th or something.
Yes. Yes.
So, you know, there's a ton of competition here, and it does not shock me that we're already being surprised by a team out of the gates. Was that a clean team wipe though, or is Booga and Emad, or are they still in it?
There's at least one person alive because they have 3 E-limbs. So one of them has to be running around. Be interesting to see if they catch them. I think they probably disengage, which is the right move. But I mean, I'm taking a look at everybody's inventory. So far, Demi's looking good. She has floppers. So, I mean, I'm telling you, Golden Boy, the Blitz mode LTM, once you start getting into it, it chunks her a lot and it hurts. You love this. Barely have time. And as we're taking a nice overview into a nice engagement, you're seeing multiple teams or 2 teams around each other. You see Benji, Trevor, May, and you see Chase right there, and that's going to be interesting. But again, Bizzle and Hogman, knowing the importance of high ground, have a great, strong position here, Golden Boy.
Yeah, and the experience for someone like Benji probably telling his teammates, yeah, we don't want to deal with that. That's a fight we don't want to take. It's simply not worth it. Chopper, though, flying up into the sky here as we got the legend himself, Bizzle. I've enjoyed watching this dude play competitive Fortnite for such a long time.
I think I'm gonna do that. There's a team at the house.
And they're talking strat, and I like this. So what he's saying here is, should I go after that other hill? Because if I go after that other hill, we have a better position inside a zone. We also have maybe we decide to leave some players over to the side, and if they have a launch pad, which Bizzle does, they will be able to regroup with one another. They will also just get more vision. While it is great to kind of tower up, create some kind of coverage for yourself, you really do want to try and own as much space as you possibly can when players are going to start to converge in the zone, and then you are going to seek to gatekeep them from getting inside of the safe zone.
Absolutely. I mean, building up these structures are so important. And of course, you talked about Benji being a high competitor. You can't forget, he's actually on the EU side, and he called himself a 100 ping warrior. So he's going to be dealing with that, and that's going to be definitely a factor in the end games. But I like Benji says to himself, we talked to him in the interview, he's super confident, but it's interesting to see the strategy that Bizzle and Hogman have implemented, where they have these structures and they're able to go back and forth just in case Circle has to rotate their way. But they're like sending out Bizzle, who knows, and Hogman how to fight when they get caught out in the open, to grab materials for them as if like they're doing it. And look at this circle, Golden Boy. We got a little peek of it. It's far all the way on this side of the map. It's going to be very aggressive. It's going to keep pushing everybody really quickly as Benji's getting hit a little bit. But things are about to, as they say, business is about to pick up here, Golden Boy.
Indeed it is, my friend. Indeed it is. Benji also tunneling out a little bit just to give Chase and his teammates too, but to help Chase out, because Chase is going to be a little behind. They will have the circle right there, right on their tail. They'll just have to get right on top of this hill. And this goes right back to that whole thing where we talked about before, you know, who is going to own what territory and how are they going to try and gatekeep. The thing is with this mode, you really can't do that. You don't have much of an opportunity to do the gatekeeping, because chances are when that zone is moving, it's probably going to be moving against you as well. Even taking a gander at what we have regarding their loadouts. You know, Trevor, he's got himself a green SMG and a green pump. I'm sure he would love to have himself something different. Absolutely. But for right now, this is all he's going to have to work with.
Man, he's in a what my boy Monster Deepface likes to call in shambles with this loadout. Literally 30 SMG bullets and 7 shotgun shells. And I know that, I mean, they did have opportunity to baby, but I'm telling you, as you look ahead, this is going to be a rat race into center. I mean, Chica has a strong positioning. You're looking on the left side, there is Kyler Murray's team with the IM60 Angelica. Bizzle's up ahead. So this is just a mad dash to center as fast as possible. As you can hear their comms, we just have to run. There's no stopping here as Trevor May does get knocked out by Storm. I'm telling you, Golden Boy, this Storm's going to be a factor, baby. As you see the crash pad coming out, nice use there. They do have a pad, and they literally have to pad out.
You have to fly away, and because you're constantly going to be running away from the safe zone. You know the players are going to be scattered all about here. Look at this circle. We got 45 players still standing in this game, and that circle is going to be super small. And this isn't like a normal circle where you have 45 players in like FNCS, and oh man, just destroyed and eliminated right away. That is unfortunate.
Asen gets the elim there, but we're heading towards the grotto and on board with Cypher PK. You know Tifu's teams has to be around here. We're Cypher PK and Dr. Lupo, and you could see the skill that Cypher has here, tunneling out, making sure that he's taking all the real estate as possible. Has a decent loadout here, already with 10 points, but as you can see, it's just the chaos is building, and this mountain is not going to be easy. So I have to assume that Tifu and Scope are sitting on top of this mountain, Golden Boy.
Oh no, and Lupo, he ended up missing his jump. You know, maybe wants to act a little bit like his buddy Timothy the Tat Man, but yeah, that jump is going to cost him, and Lupo is out. So that's a heartbreaker. Pulled a great Tim the Tat Man impression, missed it, didn't die to fall damage though. He just missed the jump, which is, you know, part one of, you know, taking Tim damage. Part two is, you know, taking the actual damage. Then Cypher, he's just going to get blown up there. And I think that was going to be Tifu that it was the one that made that happen. I think D-Mark just picked off Bro too. So that was one of the more dominating duos that we have, trying to stay alive here with this med gun as much as possible. It's going to be Hogman, but Hogman finally is going to meet his own demise and will be eliminated. So that is a 6th place finish for them. They'll be able to mount themselves up a 15-point finish there. But this is basically just coming down to the final moments, and it is getting this is ending very, very quickly, quicker than what you could possibly imagine. A 3rd place finish there for Chica, and yeah, it's over. It seems like Tfue and his teammate, they finished 2nd. So who finished in 1st? Who took the 1st place victory?